DIY everything. I just recently made a video about repairing the fuel gauge to an old Ford truck. It's actually on my motorhome on a Ford F53 chassis. So while I had the fuel tank dropped, I needed some framework done. I bent my frame when I was putting installing airbags in the rear. I slipped off the jack that I had it jacked up on, and when it caught my leveling jacks, it kicked my leveling jack to the side and tweaked my frame a little bit. I've been wanting to repair it, but I was telling myself the next time I have to drop the tank for any reason, I'll try to do it then. So while I have the tank dropped and I'm in here, I decided to give it a go and see if I could get it done. So I'm going to try to make this video as quick as I can. We'll climb under here and see what I got going on. I'm using a 12-ton hydraulic jack to jack under the frame where the buckle is. I have a 4-ton porta power, which is an auto body tool, going across the top section of the two frames. I think it's like 6-inch C-channel frames, like 1/4-inch steel. So I have that brace in the top, and then I have a come along grabbing the two bottom ends, trying to pull them together. I was thinking about using heat. I haven't applied any heat yet because I didn't want it to bend too fast. If it bends too fast in one point, I won't get my outcome. So I may still add heat to it, but right now I am getting a little bit of movement. So I wanted to make a video real quick and show you what I got going on, and see if we can get some movement out of it while I'm recording it. All right, let's climb under here and see what we got. I got a pneumatic powered hydraulic jack here, jacking where the buckle was, right? See that? It's a tight fit. Let's see. Yep, right there's where the buckle was, right? So I'm easing up on the jack a little bit at a time. Right on that buckle, I got a porta power at the top to keep the whole frame from moving and pulling in on each other. That should keep the top straight or close. And that's what a porta power is right there. It's a hand pump. And I got to come along on the two frame edges with a sill hook, pulling the two frame edges together, bottom edges together. So I could probably get about another inch of movement out of the this is actually sliding over, right? So I'm trying to move this couple stones out of the way and get this thing to slide over till it hits the wood. Once it slides over and hits the wood, I'm going to have to readjust a little bit. If I can't get all the movement out of it that I want right here, I'm going to try to hook the edges of this on both sides and try to bring it together. So let me climb up here to the front. And I'll see if I can get this camera set up to get some, see if we can see that jack getting any movement. These are my leveling jacks, so we'll see if we can see that leveling jack. coming in. It sucks I'm on a gravel pad, but until all I got to work with right now. Alright, so maybe. Alright, let's see. Now just take a look. We'll see if we can get this thing to come in a little bit more. See it? It's coming. Yep. Now once that thing hits that wood, I might have to readjust, but I'm gonna give another crank on to come along. Maybe I can get a short stroke on it. There we go. Yep. Alright, now watch down here. And we'll see. See that? It's just creeping a little bit. I just want to do it a little at a time. There we go. Look at that. Alright. Now, I'm going to release some tension on the jack. Let that thing settle again. I mean, I got about an inch and a half of movement out of it. That ain't bad. My buckle was right here. See, my buckle came out. I have another little knot right here. I'm gonna try to push out. And if I can, we'll see how much I can get out of that. And if I end up hooking on the frame, I can stick a little board right here. That's what I wanted to do. I wanted to run a 4x4 under this, but with the sill hook there and everything, I didn't really have room for it. So let's make our move real quick. Okay. Come back a little bit. Get that jack to come and hit this board again like I had it the first time, we'll be in business. And you can see the angle that the jack's sitting right now. It serves its purpose. It levels us out, but I'm afraid the way the frame is twisted is making my back end sag a little bit on the back left. And I do have airbags to level it out, but if I can fix it like this while I got the tank dropped, that is preferable. Alright, let's see if we can get another crank on this. Let's come along. Oh, yep, there we go. Get one more. Alright, maybe we'll try to. There it is. Alright. Take a look down here. If I can coax that thing in the rest of the way. Look at that. Alright, so I just saw it release the tension there. I might actually have to grab this thing. And look at that. Maybe I'll make another video welding that up. You see that crack in the weld right there where it pulled away? That tells me it ain't all in the frame, but that weld's gonna have to be repaired too. I gotta go get my welding bottle refilled today or tomorrow. I'm gonna try to put another crank on the come along, and we'll see what happens. Oh man, look at that. Alright, let's get a peek up here when I'm doing that, because I've just seen a lot of movement in that frame rail. Keep your eye on that and this in relation to this. Man, I'm at a bad spot in my come along. Crap. Yep, I might have to switch. Okay. I should probably straighten out pretty nice. It did come in a good bit. So now we'll try to push up on that same buckle and try to grab on the edge of this jack, but on the back side. On the edge of this jack, but on the back side. I might do the front side where that crack is. Try to pull it like that. We'll see. I want to climb around to the back and try to see if we can. Here's the fuel tank. If you watched the video yesterday, I climbed under here and showed all this. So there's the setup right there in this angle. The light is giving me a bad glare. Might need to clean my lens or something. But see if I can climb back behind this thing. See if we can see that. Alright. Right there. Looks like it's starting to straighten a little bit. But you can see how much movement I got out of it already by how much this jack slid off the board. we got about almost 2 inches back, and we'll lose a little bit of that when we pull that come along off, but I mean, this is just a quick how-to, you know, and why it's possible to do everything yourself. It doesn't matter what it is. If you can watch a video or you can read a book, you can do anything. So DIY everything. Once I get this thing set back up, I will come back, and if I can get any more movement out of it, I'll record it. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, share, watch. Alright, so I got this thing mounted up a little bit differently. It's common when pulling frames, straightening frames or straightening any kind of metal, you have to work from different points and do a little bit at a time until you reach your desired overall outcome. So that's kind of what I'm doing right here. So let's take a look. I was able to get my 4x4 under there by getting rid of the sill hook and grabbing my leveling jack at the bracket and just putting the chain on both sides there. Got my porta power up top still in the same place, didn't move that much. I did move my jack down a little bit because I saw all the buckle was kind of spreading down, and it is creeping in the direction I want it to. So let's use the jack and get some pressure off this leveling jack and see if we can see that thing coming a little bit. See it? It's creeping. Haha, look at that. That's a nice move. That is a nice move right there. That's right what I want to see. Okay. Try to put some more ass behind us come along. Man, it's just tight. Give one more try. That's right. Alright. Bump the jack a couple more times. You just want to move it a little bit at a time because you don't want it to buckle in the opposite direction. Look at that. She's coming in. Woo! So look at that right there. I got that thing. So it's not 3 inches of frame movement because of that angle, but at the bottom of that angle, that's a good three inches at least. So let's see what we got up here. Might try to put another crank on the come along, but that is a very, very, very good outcome that I was looking for. Alright. I got a tough spot on my come along where there's an extra gap. I guess I might be missing a tooth. And I'm right there again, which sucks. I'm gonna try to see if I can get a crank on it. I doubt it. I might have to. Alright. It ain't gonna let me come that way. Alright, but all my pressure's off that thing. So let me make another adjustment, and we'll give her another go, and I'll come back on. Alright, so I got set back up. Now I'm on the other side of the jack. repositioned the hydraulic jack. Scooted it back a little bit where I saw another little sag in the frame. Let's see. I just busted a tooth off of my come along. That thing was old. Need to get a new one anyway, but there's a piece of it. So that's the whole reason why I had to make an adjustment in the first place, is I had too big of a gap between the teeth, and then I didn't have that much play to get that far. Alright, so I got a lot of tension on it. We're going to try to bump this thing up. If we can bring this spring in to touch that wood, that's pretty good movement. See it? Creeping up. Oh, look at that. Alright. Too bad I don't have two come-alongs. I got a winch. I don't know if I want to mess with that right now. Let me try to get another crank out of this. See if I can get another crank out of this come along. Depends on how much. Alright, I do have another tooth there. Alright. Oh yeah, look at that. Watch that. Watch down there. I'm just gonna let y'all watch the come along, but when I put some pressure on it, it's freaking going. So let's see if I can get one more click out of it, and then we'll try to raise it up some more with the hydraulic jack. Alright, here we go. And look at that. Got the spring touching the wood. Almost. Bam. Look at that. Now, where that thing's split, where that weld is split up there, I was going to run out and get my bottle filled real quick. That way, before I button it all back up and before I got a fuel tank in my way, I can re-weld it. But I started thinking, if that freaking weld that's in the backside held, I don't know if you can see that. Weld right there. Then shouldn't be a problem. I'll just have to re-inspect them all, but I might. The welding air gas closes at 4 o'clock, and it's about a half-hour drive for me, and I don't have an account, so I got to set one up. So I don't know. I was going to put this thing back together tomorrow, and I really don't want to put it all back together without having it done right, you know. So we'll see. All right, I'm gonna try to move this wood out of the way, make some adjustments with my jacks, and then I'll come back on and close the video. All right, so I moved the jack out of the way, moved the wood out of the way. This is, if that thing comes back to here or pretty close, that's about straight. You can see how much of a difference in the angle from the hydraulic jack to my leveling jack. The angle is probably cut in half. That's how much movement I got out of it. Try to jack it up a little bit, see what I got, and I'll conclude the video. All right. of the. I got one more tooth left I can get. See what happens. See if I don't bust it. Always want to be real careful doing this in case you snap a cable. Really, I should have a blanket laid over top of this so that if something snaps loose, it doesn't come back and hit me. Especially being old equipment like that, but you know, we're gonna go for it. And then that right there will show you that. I mean, even things that seem tough or impossible are possible, you know. Just with a few hand tools and a little bit of time and elbow grease, I just straightened a heavy truck frame in my driveway. This thing's got I think a 17,000 pound capacity, Class A motorhome, 31 foot. On a dual wheel chassis. So we'll get one more crank out of this, see if we can bring that in a little bit, and then we'll go from there. I can end the video now though, at least give you my ending. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe, check out my other videos, and I appreciate it. Oh man, look at that. That's a lot of movement. There we go. Shoo! Good. I got about what I wanted out of it. Wasn't, you know, it was still working. It wasn't sealing the deal. The jack might still be a little bit off, but I'm happy with that for now. My frame looks pretty straight. All right. Stay tuned for more, DIY everything.